Maria Girth-Nicolescu is our correspondent in Addis Ababa, and we can speak to her now. Maria, what are we able to confirm about what is happening on the ground, and what do we expect now that that ultimatum has expired?
Well, so far there's been no information about any fighting going on in Mekelle. It's not clear if federal forces have really surrounded the city or when they will be able to launch the attack, despite the ultimatum having expired. With the telecommunications blackout still in place in the region, it will be very difficult to find out what's happening in Mekelle and to verify any information that will be given by the government and by the leaders of the TPLF, the Tigray People's Liberation Front. The government is saying that some TPLF soldiers have already surrendered, but the leader of the TPLF assured that Tigrayans will continue to fight and that they're ready to die for their homeland. Now, human rights organizations are urging all parties to the conflict to protect civilians. Mekelle is home to about 500,000 people who've been asked to save themselves before the fighting begins. Now, many Ethiopians stand behind Abiy Ahmed in his offensive against the TPLF, but many others are extremely worried about a possible bloodbath in Mekelle, where they are still unable to reach their families and friends.
Now, we know, Maria, that the African Union had sent some representatives to Addis Ababa to try and mediate, try and prevent that bloodshed you're talking about. There appears no sign then that they're having any luck.
Well, the African Union sent 3 special envoys to Addis Ababa. They arrived on Wednesday evening, and Abiy Ahmed said that he will meet with them, but only out of respect and not because he intends to negotiate with the TPLF. This conflict has sparked a series of international reactions. First, because there's a fear that the conflict might destabilize the entire Horn of Africa, and second, because there's been a lot of interest and focus on Abiy Ahmed's actions ever since he came to power in 2018, and even more so after he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize last year. But the Ethiopian Prime Minister considers this offensive as a necessity. He wants to follow through with his intention to remove the TPLF at all costs and establish what he says is the rule of law in the country, and he doesn't see a negotiation as a possible solution at the moment. He accuses Tigrayan leaders of trying to internationalize the conflict to their own benefit, for example, by launching missiles towards the Eritrean capital, Asmara. So he's asked the international community to respect the principle of non-interference and to not mingle in the country's internal affairs.
All right, Maria Girth-Nicolescu, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed on what we know